Hello everyone, Ladislas Maurice from thewanderinginvestor.com. So today I'm in Cairo in Egypt, and we are going to go to a massive project that the government is spearheading called the new administrative capital. So what is it? The government is building a new capital city in Egypt. So Cairo has 20 million people. It's just too much. The infrastructure is essentially crumbling. You can see open air dumps. The housing stock is of extremely poor quality. There's a lot of pollution. It's completely overcrowded. There has been zero urban planning. So the government is trying to fix this, and they're building a brand new capital city with a presidential palace, hospitals, schools, a train, just everything, just like proper urban planning. And if you invest $300,000 in any real estate here in Egypt, you can get citizenship for yourself and your family. So we're gonna go there and have a look at real estate. We'll meet up with Hany, who's my Egyptian partner here. He has a firm with a number of lawyers and realtors helping people invest in real estate, as well as helping people with their citizenship application.
Hello.
Hello,
how are
Hany,
you?
how are you?
Good to see you, Ladislas.
So you're taking us to the new capital?
Yes, today.
All right, fantastic.
Let's go.
So Hany, I'm really impressed with the road network.
Yeah, the new government actually did a very good job, and specifically during the period of Corona, we took the advantage that there was no traffic as much, and we actually enhanced the network very much. You can see the road now, it's an open road, very clean. The speed limit has increased. Now it's 120 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it's taking everybody now very fast from one place to another.
So when you see this, you compare the roads to the new cities that the government is building, including the new capital, and you compare with what's in Cairo, there's a big difference. This is like a brand new 5-lane highway.
Yeah,
it's 6 actually. It's
an international standard one. The lighting at night is very impressive. It's like as if you are having a sun at night. And you can see it's on the side there is some greenery and even a pleasant road to drive.
And I was reading online, the road network of Egypt was classified, I think, 29th or something in 2014 in Africa. And now it's the second best road network in Africa as of 2023, just behind Namibia and ahead of South Africa. So it's quite impressive.
And also I would like to add that the government did a very good job in Cairo as well, because they came up with some creative ideas. They removed the railways of the old metro and substituted it with large spaces of roads and suitable roads for driving at better speeds than we used to have before. So I would say that now the new roads are connected to the city, and even within the city now it's way faster than it used to be, let's say 5 years ago.
So Hany, what is this here?
So we're now entering the new administrative capital, and this is one of the entrances to the city.
And all the entrances look like this?
Yes, almost the same size, and it's pretty much massive. So it gives you the gist of how big is the city.
This is like giving like UAE, Abu Dhabi vibes.
Yeah, well, let's call it Middle Eastern vibes, yes. But you can see that it starts with like really nice roads and how massive it is. Yeah.
So we were driving and we saw this, so I asked for us to stop. So Hany, I see these bridges everywhere in the new capital.
Yeah, it's these are not bridges. Those are the.
And I know it's loud, I'm sorry, but this city, it's 700 square meters of a massive construction site, so it will never be quiet.
Yes. So basically, this is not a bridge. This is going to be the monorail station, and it's going to be the spine of the city. So basically, it will take you from anywhere in the city to another in just few minutes.
And to Cairo as well.
Yes, but yeah, it will take you inside Cairo as well and to other places. Now, you can see here the big cathedral.
Few people know this, but about 10% of the population in Egypt is Christian. So one of the first projects when the government started this new cathedral, two things. One, creating a big mosque and creating an equally big Coptic Christian cathedral.
Yeah, and this is one of the government developments. It's called City Edge, and then we will go to the central business district. So yes, this is the Green River. It's called the Green River. It's a huge, massive park, and it's basically in front of the ministries. Some of the ministries are already working and operational. I'm going now to the Ministry of Tourism, and I'll get some documents from there, and then we'll continue.
This is absolutely insane. It's like, what, 15 lanes here?
Yeah.
It's insane. So all the ministries have moved here already?
Some of the ministries, yes, they started moving here.
And I think this is what's interesting, because Cairo historically has created new cities around because the population is growing so much. I mean, Cairo's like, I was checking online, right now about 20 million people, and by 2050, the projections are 38 million. So when you go in there and you say you're creating a new capital city for 6.5 million, and that represents just a third of the future population growth over the next 25 years, it's not insane at all. And especially when like the government is essentially forcing people to move here.
Yeah, you can see how big is the complex.
Wow, yeah.
So,
So right now you have paperwork to do for one of your clients, right?
Yep.
And you don't have a choice, you have to come here.
Exactly.
You can't just go to Cairo because that doesn't work anymore.
Exactly.
Okay. I would have preferred that we shoot outside, but in Egypt, generally speaking, shooting in front of ministries is not something that people like. So that's why we're doing it in the car. So, Hany, this is really impressive to see all of this in the middle of the desert, really.
Yes, basically this is the new financial district of the city. It has the iconic tower, which is the longest tower in Africa, by the way. It was funded with some Chinese investment. And you can see this was like 5 years ago, this was not there. So you can imagine how busy this will be after maybe 1-2 years from now. On the other side, you can see some developments, which is a residential compound that is going also to be occupied within the coming year. And the city is moving really quite fast. As we saw before, the government is already moving, a lot of ministries already moving. So
I saw headquarters of banks as well down there.
Yeah.
So is there government pressure to encourage or force local big companies to move their headquarters here?
Yes, sure. Automatically, when you have the central bank, when you have all of the banks in one place, automatically most of the companies has to move and be around this area. The same goes for the part where the ministries are. So it's basically you have the ministries and then the banks and then you have here the financial district. No-brainer, most of the companies needs to move here.
And there's some universities that are already active. I saw there's a big sports stadium
yes,
which
sure.
is being built.
Yeah.
The airport.
So international universities, international schools, universities that is actually for the first time in the Middle East opening here, European universities, a lot of educational facilities. It's all here. And this year they already started. I think some of the curriculums were already been in place this year. So if you are willing to move now, yes, it could be a good idea, but I'm sure in 2-3 years you can see it's going to be very busy.
Because there have been some delays with the project.
Depends which project are you discussing, because some of the projects are actually ahead of their schedule. The government is pushing so hard, and they were successful in moving the ministries in the past few months. But I wouldn't say a delay, considering the scale and the magnitude of the city.
Yeah, because this is important for potential investors to understand. Look, it's a massive, massive project, like 700 square kilometers or so, and the government needs money. The reality is Egypt has a problem with its current account deficits. It's an ongoing issue. There are devaluations on a regular basis. So to attract capital inflows, the government is doing everything possible to try to attract foreign investment, including giving out now citizenship to people who invest at least $300,000 in real estate anywhere in the country. So you can choose here. If you're going, so this would be a capital gains play, I would assume.
Yeah, it depends. It depends why are you buying. So if you are going to move to Cairo, then I would strongly recommend coming here. If you want capital gains, then the prices are going up. There is only one direction for the prices here. If you are looking for something related to having a holiday or somewhere where you can get rental incomes in dollars, then we would go for the Red Sea or the Mediterranean Sea.
And you help people buy real estate there as well?
Of course. It's an individual case by case. So we sit down with the client, we understand what they are looking for, and we recommend where they should go.
Cool. So right now we're going to go see this project right here, which is essentially walking distance to the financial center. So it's a government project, middle class, upper middle class housing. It's really cheap. It's about like $650 per square meter. We're going to have a look at it, which means that for $300,000, you get a lot of real estate. You can easily get 5 apartments. And then we're going to go check out more premium developments. So, Hany, tell us a bit about this development.
So this is a typical apartment complex. It has the ground floor is for retail. The average price per square meter is around 650 up to 800, depends on the payment plan. And this is a typical apartment complex. And it's very close to the iconic tower.
So 650, that's for cash purchases. Look, we went inside a bit earlier this week. I'm going to add some B-roll. We had a look at the apartments. Look, the finishings are not fantastic. I personally would budget an extra $50 a square meter if I were to buy here to make the finishings better after I receive the keys from the developer. But overall, I mean, it's really cheap.
Value for money, I would definitely do it.
Value for money, a bit of a no-brainer. The location, because again, like this new city is massive. So being walking distance or 2 bus stops away from the CBD is a big plus, and to the monorail station as well. So this is, I would say it's a very low risk purchase at these prices. Prices aren't going to go down. I would be surprised if prices were below $1,000 a square meter in 5 years from now. What about rental yields if renting to local tenants?
For now, the rentals, I would say between 3 to 5%. But again, this is a new place, so you shouldn't expect more than this now. Yeah. Maybe in the future, this might change.
Yeah. Look, when you're investing in Egypt on the local real estate market, you don't come here for high rental yields. No one knows what the rental yields will be. This here specifically is a capital gains play. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to another developer. He's going to show us this project also in the new capital, but this one is a bit more premium with swimming pools and all of that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So I met Mohamed, who's a developer here, approximately 3 years ago. I came here during peak COVID.
Yeah, I remember that. We went, everyone was at home.
Yeah, and I was randomly going around checking out real estate. And back then, the new administrative capital, they were building the CBD, but there was pretty much nothing else. Just the church, the mosque. That's it. Really not much. Now it's really moved forward. And your development back then was just a plot of dirt.
Yeah, it was a district. Yeah, completely.
So
now we reached 70% construction zone.
Yeah, so big difference. So back then you were selling dreams. Now you're selling actual real estate.
Yeah. So we delivered already the first phase.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to have a look at Mohamed's development because I want people to have a look at the range of available properties in the new administrative capital. So I think let's go here. Let's have a look at it because it's very different from City Edge, which is government owned. this year you're a private company, and give us the range of prices for cash purchases.
Cash purchases, we're talking about 550 to 600 per meter. It's not fully finished. And if
Okay.
you would like to add fully finished but with high quality, we're talking about 200 per meter.
Okay.
US dollar for sure.
So essentially, City Edge that we saw before was 650 with finishings of very dubious quality. I would go in there, I'd budget an extra $50 a square meter to make things look better. And this is with finishing 750 to 800. So can you elaborate on essentially the differences between your project and City Edge so that people just understand the
Sure.
value offering?
Sure. The difference that City Edge is a government company which is deliver a separate building. It's not a compound. And people who living here know the difference between compound and a separate building. Compound, we provide for you security and service for cleaning, and you have facilities like swimming pool, gym, and we have lakes, and even we have tracks for bicycles. This is make difference. We're talking about that.
It's like another level of class.
Yeah, if we say that City Edge, we're talking about Class C. This is between Class B and A.
Okay. Can you show some of so where is
This is the
project
compound we
in-
are talking about.
Okay.
And we also have here, if we're talking around, this is the CBD and this is the highest tower here. And we're talking in front of the compound, we have a central park on 40 Faddan, which is a huge space, as one Faddan is equal 4,200 meters.
Okay.
And if we back again to the compound, this is the shopping mall. We have a nursery here, we have a pharmacy, we have food courts and shopping mall. And here is the compound is gated from here, and we have another gate is here.
Okay.
This is the lakes, and here is the clubhouse. In the
Cool.
clubhouse, you find the kids area and everything.
So when you compare, essentially as an investor, I look at the two, I see City Edge, what do I see? I see slightly better location with City Edge because it's so
It's in
close
front
to
of
the CBD.
CBD. Yeah.
But what I see here is a much more upmarket offering with swimming pools, everything. So when you take a step back and you look at getting this amount of value for $750 to $800 all in with good finishings.
And even the citizenship.
Yeah.
You will get the same
It's
citizenship with
hard
this.
to find this anywhere in the world. Like I challenge people to find such nice properties anywhere in the world for this price per square meter. Like really, it's very hard to find. Egypt is one of the most affordable places in the world for real estate.
And even if he would like for investment, not for citizenship, he can get the plans until 10 years installment.
Okay, this is really interesting because we've been working together for a while, and I know some people decided to go for the installment plan that you offer over 10 years. So the $550 to $600 per square
This
meter
is what the cash. If we're talking
cash.
about an installment over 10 years, we're talking about from 700 to 800. It's depend on how many meters you will take.
and that is fixed in Egyptian pounds, correct?
Fixed in Egyptian pound, and even if happen in any inflation in Egypt, the customer or the client doesn't affect with that.
Okay, so look, interest rates are haram, so here doesn't work with interest rates. It just works that the price up front is higher, and then you pay it over the years in fixed installments. So essentially, it's like a fixed interest rate, but it's not. So it means, and this is really interesting, and this is where your clients made money, is buying real estate over a 10-year installment plan in Egypt is a great way to short the Egyptian pound. And looking at the current situation in Egypt, when you look at the current account deficit, etc., when I see this, I see that it is a currency that I want to short. So by locking in a price over 10 years, essentially at year 10, you probably won't be paying much at all.
And even you will deliver the unit after 3 years.
Yeah.
From now.
And then in the
And
meantime,
he can use it, and he can resell it with a higher price.
cool.
He have an options.
So look, if you want the citizenship, this does not work for you because you need to spend the $300,000 now.
But it's work in this compound. But if he paid in cash.
Yeah, which works as well. So if you want the cheap cash price, this works. For people that are purely interested in investing in real estate in Egypt, then the 10-year installment plan is a no-brainer. If you have 10 Egyptian customers,
okay,
how many go for the cash option versus
no
the...
one.
Okay, cool.
No one.
No one goes. And it's not because
everyone is going about 7 years, 8 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
The installment over 5 years.
And it's not because they can't afford cash, many of them. It's because they want to short the Egyptian pound. So cool. All right, very interesting. So look, we're going to go to another development. That one will be about $1,000 a square meter. It's established. It's in New Cairo, so it's lower risk in the sense that it's not in a new project in a new area, because this offers interesting potential capital gains. There it's more established. But if you're interested in speaking to Mohamed about his project, there's his email below.
Hello.
So Mohamed, thank you very much.
Thank you
and
very
now
much.
we are going to go check out the other project. So we drove approximately from the new administrative capital about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about this complex and kind of the space that it occupies from a market point of view?
Well, this is kind of a central place between Old Cairo and New Cairo. So this compound is mid to high range, let's put it this way. Average prices is around $750 per square meter, up to $1,000 depending on the quality of finishing, whichever you choose. This is an easy rent, easy sell, so not much of a capital gain, let's put it this way. However, it's an established place where you can immediately come and live immediately here. It's very safe, as you can see. Security is all around us. There is nothing funny happening. So it's a very secure place. I'm personally staying here, so I like it here.
Cool. Okay. So from a range point of view, established neighborhood, established compound. So different story from the new administrative capital. If you want to get citizenship and you just want something that's safe with no risk, but also no real potential upside, you just go for something like this. So it shows the range. We can go up to, and then there are some really nice compounds here in Cairo that are a bit over $2,000 a square meter.
Yeah, if you can, again, this is like the middle between the top and the low. If we are talking about like high end, on average you can $2,000 on average.
Yeah, and then it's like golf course.
Yeah, with the golf course and everything, and amenities and like top-notch cuisines, everything you're looking for.
Bars.
Yeah.
And also you've had a few clients of yours who wanted citizenship and they wanted dollar income, because here everything we sell today is, you can't really do Airbnb because there isn't really a market for it. For long-term tenants, you'll get local tenants. Even if they're expats, it's still going to be an Egyptian pound contract. But if you want income essentially linked to the US dollar, you've been selling.
I would go for the Red Sea, because anything that has foreigners, tourists coming in, they are going to spend in dollars. So obviously it's better to go to a touristic area.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So look, Hany can also help with you if you want investments in these areas. I'll be coming back to Egypt in a few months from now. I'll be having a look at, I'll go to check out the Red Sea. I've been there before, but I want to go back. It's really nice. And something I haven't done yet is the North Coast. Everyone keeps talking about the North Coast, so I have to go there.
Yeah.
I'll probably just bring my family with me for this one because it'll be a nice holiday.
You will love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, fantastic. Look, so I wrote a whole article on investing in real estate here in Cairo, on the whole market, the pros, the cons, the risks, everything you need to be aware of. There's a link below. And also if you want to get in touch with Hany for your Egyptian Citizenship by Investment program, he and his team can help you. Or if you're looking at real estate generally here in Cairo, he can also help you.
My pleasure,
All right.
of course. Thank
Hany,
you very much.
Thank you very
much.
much.
It was a
Really
pleasure
appreciate
having
it.
you today.
Make sure to download my free ebook, 12 Mistakes to Avoid When Investing in International Real Estate. which you can find on my website, link below, and feel free to follow me on Instagram @TheWandering Investor. I look forward to hearing from you.